Hello everyone, Mr. Talbot here for you. Wanted to give a little quick overview of this Reading Like a Historian checkpoint for AP World History. Um, by now, you've probably already figured this out, but again, you got two options here, both related to World War one more on the battlefield fighting side of things, one more on the political making peace side of things. You're just going to pick one. You're going to do the Reading Like a Historian, then you're going to use this doc to share your completed assignment here. When you do share your assignment finally, you're going to get obviously the Google Doc there. Make sure within it, I'm going to kind of show you that you set it to anyone can comment, but again, you'll start by making a copy. This first option is on the Battle of the Somme. It's probably the most famous battle of World War One. We kind of wanted to take you through a little quick overview of it. This quote at the start of this is kind of really one that kind of gives you an idea of how brutal it was, where this guy is wishing as a 20-year-old that he had lost his hand, so they couldn't put him back into the fighting. Up to that point, it was the worst battle anyone in the world had really ever seen. Terrible casualties on both sides, and it really becomes a battle that's known for its mud. It's just so rainy and soft, and the artillery shells had really beaten up the ground so much that very, very terrible situation. A lot of historians will say probably the worst situation a soldier in the history of the world could ever have been in is in the Battle of the Somme. So really we see the trench warfare here. The big thing with the Battle of the Somme is there's these tremendous casualties, but nobody ends up actually kind of coming out as the clear victor. And what you're going to kind of look at is who wins this first day of the Battle of the Somme. So while you're doing this, you're going to be able to, you'll have made a copy of this doc. So you're going to be able to, if you highlight anything that's important, like maybe you're keeping an eye on the perspective, then you might also want to add any comments here, okay? And so I might think, this is significant, so I might make a quick comment like, just the day after the battle. So the full perspective may not yet be available. So definitely want to encourage you to annotate as you go, highlight as you go. But then also, you're going to see when you get to the yellow section, there is a graphic organizer that you're going to be checking out. Notice this part here, you're looking at the author's tone and you need examples. So certainly can include quotes there if you want. And then this row here is really helping you get ready for your final paragraph, which is your answer in a paragraph. Who won the battle, the first day of the Battle of the Somme, looking at information from all three of those sources. So once you've completed this thing, the annotation, the highlighting, the graphic organizer, and then the final paragraph, you're going to get a shareable link. The key here on this part is please make sure that you make a can comment. That way you'll be able to get feedback. So email me as you guys have any questions. Again, this is if you're doing the Battle of the Somme.